Hi everyone and welcome to episode 8 of Patton's Best. So we have actually survived 7 days of combat. We are done with July and we are currently in the 5th of August. So next on the combat calendar we have Vannes or Vannes, I'm guessing a French village or region. And there is an advance with combat happening on a roll of 4 or higher with high resistance. So this is definitely one that we would like to avoid if we can. But anyway, you know the deal. We roll a d10 and combat will happen on a roll of 4 or lower. And we roll a 6, so we actually don't do that combat. I'm shocked. So we'll just draw a line. Next one is on a roll of 2 or higher. Sorry, 2 or lower, and we roll 3. And next one is in Lorient. It's another advance with high resistance on a roll of 4 or lower. And we do roll a 4 for that, so we don't get away from that. But we did skip at least 1 day of heavy resistance combat. Alright, so go ahead and note it on our after action report. The date is gonna be the 8th of August. Our tank name is still Vegas. This is our second tank. Our first tank, Hell's Angels, got blown up pretty early in our campaign. It is a heavy advance. And tank model is still our M4A1. Okay. So we go ahead and transfer our crew. We have the sergeant as the commander, the Niemi, crew rating of 6. And then we have our corporal Vince, who is the gunner, with a rating of 8. And we have our loader, W. Peterson, who also has a beautiful rating of 8. Our private driver, J. Irish Harkin, with a rating of 6. And finally, we have our assistant driver, Private William N, with a crew rating of 7. So 6, 8, 8, 6, 7. All right. So we look at the good old sequence of play here. Recorded date and scenario code, recorded model of Sherman, recorded tank's name, crew names and ratings, consult the weather table and record the weather. So we are still in August, so a roll of 1 to 69 is clear. Anything above is other kinds of weather. And we roll 36. We're actually 63 because the red one is the 10s. So we have clear weather. We mark off clear on our after action report. Determine time and ammo already spent from the time elapsed table. And as you know, you roll a d10 and split it, round down, plus 1 hour. And we roll 4, so that's going to be 2 hours plus 1, so 3 hours of this day has already passed. And ammo, that is going to be times 2, so that's 8 ammo, HE rounds, and it's going to be 4 30 cal boxes. But I should have loaded ammo, I'm guessing, before. Consult the weather table and record the weather, load ammo. Yeah, I also get that. I should load ammo before. And of course we do, the normal ammo load here, 70 HE. We load 11 AP and 10, that's the wrong one, and 10 HEBI, the smoke. And then we roll on the, let's see, consult ammo. I have a bit of an extra ammo table, so we look at ammo tables for extra ammo. And we roll 1d10, And we roll a 6, so that means we gotta bring 20 extra HE rounds. And 10 extra 30 cal boxes. And spent on that then was 4, so that's 8 HE rounds. So we go from 20 extra to 12 extra. And 4 30 cal boxes, so we go from 10 extra to 6 extra. Okay, load ready rack. We go as always with full AP. Full AP. We should perhaps load half of it HE. If we do get into a situation where I really need to kill a AT gun, I think having that on the HE can be a good idea. Alright, determine time, and then we've done that. Determine your tank's deployment from the deployment table. And we roll 40, which is stopped. Very good. We're not the lead tank. We're actually 4. Man, I've been playing the Hunters now, and I'll be using the black one for the 10s. So I'm getting a little bit confused here. But yeah, it's the red one when I play this. So hold down it is on a roll of 4. My apologies for any confusion. Mark any open hatches, and we're going to go ahead and open all of them. I think actually, yeah. I mean, since your only mission is for the commanders to survive, it actually makes more sense to always keep the commander's hatch closed. But you know, where's the fun in that? We have 35 fuel, and we're currently on 5 VP with our commander. Mark the round in the main gun, and it's going to be HE. Face the tank and turret in the direction desired. Position loader and commander spot markers. I don't do that if I don't keep my hatches closed with them. Place US control markers in sectors 1 to 3. Mark the weather on the weather board. Determine start area. And place task force marker. Starting area is going to be 9. We have our task force, and we're all on the exit table. So we're all starting area is 9, and we're all 8. So exit area is going to be area number 7. And that's over here. That's going to be fun. I'm thinking that's going to be fairly easy to achieve. All right. Check one adjacent area for enemy strength by consult with resistance table. Okay, so we will check the B area, and expected resistance for the day is 1 to 4. Is heavy, so it's going to be light on a roll of 1 to 4. It's going to be medium on a roll of 5 to 8. It's going to be heavy on a roll of 9 to 10. And we roll 5, so that is going to be medium resistance. All right, combat will occur on a medium resistance area on a roll of 6 or higher. Okay, so we go to operations now. I'm definitely going to call in some stuff over there. We have clear weather. Let's go. Let's start this up with an airstrike. And the airstrike, you know, takes 30 minutes. We also get to call 50 minutes for the artillery strike. So first we start with the airstrike on a roll of 1 to 4. It's granted. And then artillery strike on a roll of 1 to 7, it's granted. And we roll 4, so it's granted. Thank you for that. And, well, let's go ahead and call for one more artillery strike. We roll of 1 to 7, it's granted. We roll 9. So I'm going to spend another... we roll 8, come on. I'll try again. And roll 10 this time. So this time they really don't want to help us. I'm gonna re-roll that. Ah, come on! What is going on? Why don't I roll like this on the combat calendar? Yet another attempt. And yes, this time we do get it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move into this area. And in this area there is no direct road, so that's gonna take me 45 minutes of time traveling. I will employ advanced fire, so I roll 1d10. That's 9, so that is going to be 4 HE rounds. Let's see here. So we go from 12 to 8. And from 6 to 2 extra 30 cal boxes. Okay, and give me one moment here. I'm going to check so I'm doing it correctly. Yes, sir. We will check for combat now. Again, combat will occur on a roll of 6 or higher. And we roll 4, so there is no combat here. Surprisingly. So that is our first VP for the day. We have captured one area for 1 VP. We also spent fuel going over there, so we are down to 33 fuel now. Alright, so we go ahead and check one adjacent area, and we're going to check the A area over here. And we're all on 8, so that is going to be medium resistance. We go ahead and check the other area. We use 15 minutes of time doing that. And we roll a 4, so that is going to be light resistance actually. So we are going to go ahead and head into this area instead. But we will call for some artillery. We'll call for, let's see here. We'll do 2 artillery strikes into that area. First one is not granted. Second one is not granted. You need a 1 to 7. So I mark off 30 more minutes. We call for artillery 2 more times. And one of them is granted. I'll use 15 more minutes. I don't know why I don't roll like this on the combat calendar. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move in, and there is no direct road. So that is 45 minutes of time. We roll on advanced fire, and we roll a 5, so that's 2 HE rounds and 2 30 cal boxes. We're down to 30 cal boxes now, so we have no extra 30 cal ammo, and we have, I thought I had 8, so 6 remaining extra HE rounds. Okay, we go ahead and roll now for combat. Combat will occur on a roll of, let's see, 8 or higher, since it's light resistance. And we roll 3, so there is no combat. So that is our second VP for the day. And we get to check one area for free. We are going to check the D area for resistance level. And we roll a 6, so that is going to be medium resistance. I'm not a fan of medium resistance, but I think it's the closest way to take. And the other road will mean we would have to go through the C, which is extremely dangerous. Also here on the A area, I can't really remember what I rolled. I think I rolled a 4. So it should actually have been medium resistance, since the A area has a +1 modifier. But yeah, let's call it fog of war. Anyway, the D area, yeah, okay, we'll try an airstrike and artillery. Airstrike first, yes, we get the airstrike, and then the artillery strike. Yes, we get the artillery strike. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. Airstrike first. Reroll that one. Fail. Artillery strike. Yes, sir. And I'll do another artillery strike. Yes, sir. We got it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move in. There is no direct road, so that's 45 minutes. I'm rolling a D10 for advanced fire. That's 3 HE rounds and 3 30 cal boxes. So we're down to 27 30 cal boxes and 73 HE rounds. Okay, we're all for combat now. Combat will occur on a roll of 6 or higher. There's no modifier here. And we roll 2. Wow. So there's no combat, so suddenly all of the artillery and the airstrike feels unnecessary. That is our 30 VP for the day. We roll now for the B area for resistance, that is, and we roll 8. Let's see what 8 does. That's another medium resistance. Let's see here. If that would have been A area, it would have been heavy resistance, because heavy resistance is on a roll of 9 or higher. So you gotta remember those modifiers. Okay, we're gonna call in for some support here. It's the exit area, which we really want, so we roll for 2 airstrikes. First fails, and then we roll for artillery. Artillery fails. Second airstrike fails. Second artillery. Yes, we do get that. Call for another airstrike and artillery. We get the airstrike. And what about the artillery? Nope. So we'll do it all again. I don't mind spending the time. We do get the airstrike this time, and then the artillery. Yes, sir. And what the heck, man? It's the exit area. Let's call for that last artillery strike. There we go. We got everything we can get. We move our task force over here. We spend 45 minutes doing that turn, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have spent more fuel than I have shown here. 4. That's going to be 8 fuel. So we have 27 left, right? Yes, that should be right. 27 fuel left. Okay. Combat will occur on the exit area now on a roll of 6 or higher. Did I spend my advanced fire? It doesn't matter. I have so much ammo, so even if I didn't, I have 27 30 cal boxes, 73 HE main rounds, so whatever. I will use advancing fire, but now we're all to see if there is combat. And a roll of 1, so there's no combat today, guys. My word. So we have captured another area, and it's an exit area. So we go ahead and clean the board. And we roll for next exit area. And next exit area is going to be area 7. Sorry, starting area. And that's actually where we left off. And the exit area is going to be 9. So we're moving backwards now. We get to scout one area. Let's scout the D area. And we roll a 5. So that is going to be medium resistance. We spend 15 minutes scouting for the B area. And we roll a 2, so that's light resistance. There is a 30 minutes drive there, so we are going to go ahead and call in for 2 artillery strikes. First one is granted. Second one is also granted. We move in. We spend 2 fuel. And 30 minutes of time, so that is the end of the day, but we still get to check for battle. And before we do so, we roll for advancing fire, 6. So that's 30 HE rounds, so we now do not carry any extra HE rounds, and we have 24 30 cal boxes left. Let's roll for combat. Combat will occur on a roll of 8 or higher. And roll 2, so there is no combat, so we have currently had a very good day. That's 14 VP from captured areas, and this is an A scenario, so that means that turns into 28 VP. So totals for today VP is 28. Our tank has 0, our friendly forces has 0, but for territory 28. Again, a little bit, I guess I did cheat a little bit, because I think I might have had combat here actually. If I would have remembered that modifier, I think it would have been a medium resistance, and then it would have, but not necessarily does that mean that it would actually have been combat anyway. But anyway, that's good, because we have at least one calm day. Usually these, we run into some combat with enemy reinforcements that takes forever and ever and ever. And I was very worried, because this was my first heavy resistance scenario. So I was very worried. So I am very relieved. Anyway, we do get to do the last and fun part, which is look for our crew advancement. So we roll first for our commander, who needs a 7 or higher, and who rolls an 8. Yes. Very good. And then Vince, our corporal gunner, needs a 9 or higher, and he gets a 2. W. Pearson, our loader, needs a 9 or higher. I'm gonna re-roll that. Okay. Our driver, J. Irish Harkin, needs a 7 or higher. And he gets a 3. William N., our assistant driver, needs an 8 or higher. Okay. Well, at least we did get our commander promoted, or not promoted, but his rating increased. So I'm very happy with that. Not a very eventful day, but sometimes that can be cool. I am very eager actually now for the days not to take too long, because I want to get the first refit here. We're gonna get one of those jumbo assault tanks. And then the next refit after that, not that one actually, but the one in October, I think we can get the jumbo with the 76mm. So I think during the refit here, it's going to be a 75 millimeter gun, but I think during the October one, you can get AP one, the one that's more fitted to deal with enemy tanks and tank destroyers, and I think that's gonna be more fun. But we'll see what happens, guys. Well, once again, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you take a moment and comment, like the video, because it really does help me out a lot. And if you're not already subscribed, please do that as well. And if you want to share the video, I would also be very grateful. Alright, guys, see you next time for Patton's episode 9. Okay, take care, bye.